Hi whole class! Can you guess what we're going to be thinking about today? Washing your hands. At the moment, it's really important, isn't it, that we all wash our hands very well, very often. Okay, what are germs? Can you see this question at the top, this heading? What are germs? Look, the germs on this page look like little characters, don't they? This one's going, this one's going, and this one's going, Well, we know that washing your hands helps to remove germs. Germs are very, very tiny. They are so small, we cannot see them. If I looked at my hand now, I will have some germs on them. So before I have my lunch today, and before I make my lunch, I will have to wash my hands very well, won't I? Or if I go to the toilet, when I've finished on the toilet, I will wash my hands very, very well. If I go outside to the shops and I come back inside, I will wash my hands very, very well. Do you remember at school, we wash our hands quite a lot, don't we? Some germs can make us poorly. Washing our hands stops the germs from spreading and getting inside our bodies and making us feel ill. Because if they're on our hands and then we put our hands in our mouth or we pick up food and eat it, or if we rub our eyes, or if our hands go near our nose, germs can get into our bodies and our tummies. When should you wash your hands? Well, I've thought of 2 or 3 just now. Let's see. It is important to wash your hands before eating. Yes. Before touching food. So if you're going to make food, yes. After going to the toilet, yes. Oh, this is one that I just didn't think of, but we do this at school. After blowing your nose, sneezing or coughing. Can you remember? We get one of our tissues, don't we, in class? Blow your nose, we put our tissue in a little bag before it goes in the bin, and then we have to wash our hands. After touching your pets or other animals. Now, we haven't got pets at school, but if you've got pets at home, then yes, after you've touched your pets or other animals. After playing outside, yes. After playing with messy toys. At the moment, we're not using Play-Doh in school, but if you've got some at home, or if you've got paints and your hands get dirty and messy, then yes, you wash your hands then, don't you? How to wash your hands. So, this is going to be reading some instructions. We know about instructions now. Let's see what it says. First, turn on the tap and rinse your hands to get them a bit wet. Next, put some soap on your hands. Sometimes you can use the liquid soap in the bottle, can't you? And sometimes you use a block of soap. Oh yes, sometimes you might use soap that comes out of a bottle, and sometimes you might use a bar of soap. Soap is very important for making your hands clean and getting rid of any germs. How to wash your hands. Then rub your hands together for 20 seconds to make lots of bubbles and foam. And some people sing happy birthday, don't they? Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Mrs. Jackson, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Mrs. Jackson, happy birthday to you. And when you've sung happy birthday 2 times, twice, that's about 20 seconds. Make sure that your hands and all of your fingers are soapy and bubbly. Next, rinse your hands under the water again. Make sure to wash away all of the bubbles. The last thing to do is dry your hands. You could use a paper towel, a soft towel, or a hand dryer. So often at home, I bet you've got a nice soft towel, haven't you? At school, we use paper towels, don't we? And in some places, maybe if you have to go to the toilet and you are in the supermarket, then in those toilets, sometimes there's a hand dryer, isn't there? You press a button and some air blows out and you can dry your hands. If you use a paper towel, make sure you put it in the bin when you have finished. We don't want paper towels on the floor. Can you remember when to wash your hands? So I want you to pause the video now and talk to your grown-up at home about when you should wash your hands. Well done. What do you need to do to make sure your hands are clean? You need to make sure that there's lots of bubbles and you make sure that you count to about 20 seconds, don't you? Can you explain to your grown-up how to wash your hands? Pause the video again and have a conversation. Lots of good talking, speaking and listening. Super. Your job today is not to write instructions today unless you want to. I would like you to make me a poster about washing your hands. Maybe you could draw round your hand with your pencil, and maybe you could draw some germs on your hand, and maybe you could say, wash your hands. Maybe you could draw a very clean hand with bubbles. Maybe you could draw a smiley face on the clean hand, and a sad face on the dirty hand with germs. It's your poster, so you decide. Don't forget, ask your grown-up to take a photo, please, and send it to me. I can't wait to see them. Bye! See you tomorrow.